Hi, these comments are for NS, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for the TOEFL blog, Better TOEFL Scores, also my website at onlinetoeflcourse.com. Thank you for completing a independent speaking practice test. So let's take a look at your topic. You say, if you were given the choice of a school or work assignment, would you prefer to write a long report or give a speech in front of a large group of people? Use details and examples to explain your choice. All right, so let's see how you did on that. Let me go back to I have the independent speaking rubrics here. Let's listen to your response one time. I won't make any comments at all. I'll give you my first impression at the end, then I'll listen to it one more time and provide feedback. Okay, here
I
we go.
prefer to do speech in front of people instead of writing a report. First of all, speech will help me to boost my confidence. For example, my friend always prefers speech instead of writing. This approach helped him a lot to increase his confidence. Now he can speak in front of many audience without hesitation. Second, speech will help me to improve my communication skills. For example, in the professional life, people should know how to communicate with other people.
Okay.
Therefore, speech in front of people will help me to improve my communication
Good.
skills,
I like how
and
you
I know
frame it from your
better
personal
how to
experience.
speak and react to different reactions. That's why I think speech.
Okay, so you didn't quite finish everything at the end, but I like it. I think it's a good response. I'm thinking at least 3, maybe higher than that. I'm going to put you at 24 to 26 points on this response. Let's listen to it one more time.
I prefer to do speech in front of people instead of writing a report. First of all,
I would say I prefer to give a speech in front of people rather than write a long report. I would say give a speech instead of do a speech. Usually you make a speech, right? But then you do it, I guess. You complete or perform it. So I guess you could use make or do depending on how you want to do it. But I would probably just say to give a speech.
speech will help me to boost my confidence. For example,
And say, for example, example.
my friend always prefers speech instead of writing.
Now, who does this? Who is this? Let me listen to this one more time.
All speech will help me to boost my confidence. For
Okay, I want to hear that name.
example, my friend always prefers speech in
My friend. My friend always. So I got it. So you're having a little bit of problems there with sentence rhythm, right? So you have the determiner my in front of the noun, right? So you want to say my friend. So don't put as much stress on my, put more stress on the noun there so I can still hear that word. So my friend,
instead of writing. This approach helped him a lot to increase his confidence. Now
this approach helped him. So make sure that you clearly pronounce the ed at the end of that word.
he can speak in front of many audience.
It needs to be pronounced as a T because it comes after the ed ending comes after a voiceless consonant. Helped.
Audience without hesitation.
Okay, let's listen. I think we need to make a correction here.
My friend always prefers speech instead of writing. This approach helped him a lot to increase his confidence. Now he can speak in front of many audience.
And maybe when you say now, say in fact, now he can speak
without hesitation.
And then if you say many, you can say audiences. He can speak in front of many audiences or audience members if you want. But I think you're saying he can speak in front of different groups. If that is your meaning, then you would say many audiences. So audience can sometimes be used as a collective noun, in which case there's no plural s ending. But if you refer to audience as different groups of people, then you say different audiences.
Second, speech will help me to improve my communication skills.
Yeah, I like
For
that.
example,
You make a claim and then you want to support that claim through a specific example. So good strategy. Instead of using for example, this time use a different transition word. You might say to illustrate, for instance, case in point,
In the professional life, people should know how to communicate with other people. Therefore, speech in front of people will help me to improve my communication skills, and I know better.
Well, if you say it's going to improve your communication skills, how does that work, right? You say by speaking in front of different groups, I can learn how to adjust my speech style, how I'm organizing my ideas, and then the sentences and the vocabulary that I use. So the more that I speak, the better I will get in these areas. So you have to, I think that that last example needs to better illustrate the argument you're trying to make there.
Now, he can speak in front of many audience without hesitation. Second, speech will help me to improve my communication skills.
Good. So that's the argument. So speech or speaking will help you to improve your communication skills. Now you need to explain how that works. What's the cause effect relationship between speaking in front of different groups of people and improving your communication skills?
For example, in the professional life, people should know how to communicate with other people. Therefore, speech in front of people will help me to improve my communication skills.
Yeah, see, you didn't really prove, I don't think you really satisfied. You made the claim, but you didn't really back that up with specific evidence to show how speaking in front of people will improve your communication skills. I think you fell short of that purpose.
And I know better how to speak and react to different reactions. That's why I think speech.
I can react to different audiences, you might say. I can react to different audiences' expectations, maybe, instead of react to different reactions. I think that's a little weak to use it, and it's a little repetitive to use it like that. Okay, I think that my score is pretty accurate. So I said 24 to 26. I think, yes, that's probably pretty accurate. You had some minor problems with language use, as I pointed out. You had maybe a few problems with sentence rhythm, which affected your intelligibility to some extent. And with topic development, I think you could have the second example to support that second reason about how speaking improves your communication skills. I think you could have done a better job with that. So your score is still pretty strong. I'm going to put you at 24 to 26 points on this practice test.